morning, and I didn't think I'd be making vlogs every day, but they end up being like 30 minutes and I have to cut them off because that was my cutoff. But today's Thursday, it's day 5 here, 5 or 6. I think it's day 6 technically, because Friday and then the weekend doesn't really count because we leave on the weekend. But I'm really ready to go home. My legs have been killing me. My whole body just hurts, so I'm ready to go home actually, I think. So I'm gonna take it easy today. I have no idea what we're gonna do because I don't think my sister wants to go to Charleston, so I don't think we are going to Charleston. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'll be sure to take you along for the next 2 days. I'm really gonna try hard to make it like a 2-day vlog type of thing, so I don't have as much to edit and upload because I already have like 4 parts to this, as you can see earlier. But I'm really kind of struggling today with the whole person who I used to meet here, because I've been having more dreams of her, like what we would do this year and like what I would say to her if I had the chance to and like all that stuff. So that's kind of tough, but we'll see. So I'm out here with tea. It's been an every morning thing. Like, I need it. Because it just helps me calm down. But the thing I'm struggling with most right now is wanting an answer from someone who is not willing and not able to give me the answer that I'm looking for. Like, I talk about this all the time with my therapist. Like, she was, I guess, trying or not really trying to help me in my time of need. All she did was send a card, like, no sweet text messages, like, from my other friends, no nothing, no FaceTime, no knock at the door, no package, no, no nothing, not even like a phone call to see if I was okay, like, see if I was alive, because I was having a rough weekend. Literally a freaking 99-cent card, which I thought was really in poor taste, because anytime she was going through something, I would literally drop everything and call her to make sure she was okay. When she was having issues, I would go at a time. I'm not going to say why, because even though we're not friends anymore, that's not my space, and I still kind of keep that kind of sacred to what happened in the friendship. I would call her every day, like 8 a.m. to make sure she was awake and make sure she got up okay and make sure she had an okay night. Like, I would literally call her every day. Because I got up at 6 a.m. We all know this. Like, I'm awake right now and it's 6:53. So we all know that I'm awake, So she wouldn't get up until 10. So I'd call her at 8 and make sure she was awake. I would call her at 3 in the morning if she needed anything, Because, again, and then another funny story time was when I went to Vegas. She was pissed at me because I didn't tell her what day that I was flying, but we couldn't say anything because my mom had to take off of work, so we couldn't even say like anything on social media or anything. And she was like, well, you could have texted me. And I'm like, well, what does that matter to you? And like, the argument there that time was that my uncle bought me Wi-Fi so I could iMessage back and forth with people on the plane, like Cassidy and her at the time. And she didn't know that until I told her afterwards. I was like, well, the whole time I was texting you, right? Like, my uncle purchased that for me. So I basically, I kind of made her feel bad, so this was my fault. But I basically told her, I said, well, you understand that my uncle purchased that for me, for you, right? And she was like, well, I didn't know, like, thank you, da 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 da. And then I had always purchased her something when I went on vacation. Like, I would be like, hey, do you want this? And she was like, yeah, sure. So, like, I'm sure that Bellagio hat that I got her is in the garbage already. You know, I again, because I gave her things of value, so I'm not sure what she did with them. Like me. But I'm struggling with what to say. Like, with what I would say. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, if I should write a letter. Maybe I'll just wait till I get home. I don't know. Obviously not write a letter to her and send it, but I'm trying to figure out if I should write a letter to like, what my therapist said, like, to a famous person, but I think I'm just gonna wait until I get home, because I don't want anybody here to read what I have to say, and I'm more comfortable at my house, and my body is just tired and hurts from vacation, so I'm just gonna wait until I get home, so I can be back in my routine. Or maybe that's something that I'll bring up and talk about in therapy next week, is like being down here and really only struggling with why I didn't get an answer to certain things, and why she wasn't the type of friend that I needed at that moment. Like, literally, guys, here's the thing. And it's not all about social media, but I guess kind of when you have a internet friend who lives 8 states away from you and 12 hours away, it is kind of about social media. But, like, that weekend, she was, like, Instagram storying and Snapchat storying and everything, and story this, story that, story this. But, like, I don't understand why she couldn't pick up the phone for a 3-minute FaceTime. And, like, don't use your family as an excuse, because we've met 2 times. Your family knows who I am. They know that I'm real. They know that I'm not a catfish. Like, I'm a real person. Like, your grandma was there the first time we Skyped, because you wouldn't give me your phone number. But, like, whatever. I don't know. I don't think I would ever make it a point to meet someone again that I couldn't meet within, like, a couple hours. Like, the farthest I'd probably say, I have a friend, and I have a CP friend through Facebook, a Facebook group in Maryland, and that's probably the farthest that I would go, because that's within 1 day driving distance. Like, this was a long day for me. 12 hours is a long day. Like, that's at least 5 or 6, and we could stop and be there already. But if we drove 5 or 6 for this, we would already be in almost Maryland, you know? You know what I don't know. But, like, it just, I mean, I talk to people online, obviously. Like, I reply to comments. I'm friends with some of you who watch my vlog. Abby from, I don't know where you're from, but Abby's Life with Cerebral Palsy. Cassidy, I'm friends with, you guys know. But, like, I've gotten burned so bad with this online friendship, and Danica also, and, you know, Reagan from Go Reagan, like Reagan Brown here on YouTube, but Go Reagan is her series. Like, she only used me for YouTube. Like, we would text, but it would be only about YouTube, literally. Like, or, like, she would complain about other stuff too, but, like, literally would be only to me. Like, why are people watching my channel? So it's like, I struggle with what to say, because I've been burned so bad by all 3 of those people that I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to, like, because either you're used as, like, a business partner for YouTube, or you're in a 7-year friendship with Logan, and then just shit flies off the handle, and then you're not friends anymore, And then it's Danica, where she used me for money and pity and to feel sorry for her when she was able to go to concerts every other weekend and fly to Los Angeles, California twice and get money from people through GoFundMe and stuff like that. And that's why I'm very weary to donate to somebody that I don't know. Like, even like my friends, like sometimes they'll do fundraisers and I'm like, listen, I'll give you money in person because I've been burned through GoFundMe quite a few times. Like, I don't know. It's just hard to trust people online anyways, but like especially now being through what I've been through, it's really hard. Really, really hard. Honestly, I probably would not recommend being online friends with anyone because I thought it was the greatest thing, but looking back at it now that I'm out of that situation, I don't know, I don't think that it was I don't think it was healthy at all, because she kind of depended on me to help her get through the day, and I clearly wanted somebody to call me and FaceTime me, but clearly that was too much work to just press a button. Wow, you know. And like, I don't understand if like you outright say, because I've had people outright say, hey, I'm not a FaceTime person, but okay, we keep in touch through Snapchat videos and other things like that, and you know, stuff like that, you know what I mean? But this person would send Snapchats of a blanket or the ground, or like never videos of what you're doing, or never videos to hear your voice or see your face, or you know, never anything like that. And I would do that, and they would be like, well, my family's here, and I'm like, well, at least you have family to hang out with you during the day. And that was the other argument. Like, my mom was at work all day, and like she didn't really seem to care, and I wanted her to care more than she did, and obviously she didn't. So, but like, I just wanted her to acknowledge that for me, and she never did. Like, she would always be like, oh my god, how's Hope? Like, she, like, literally after I got the dog, she was very, very jealous. Very, very jealous, because she obviously knew that I talked to Cassidy. But even my mom was like, it's good for you to have friends up here, because it's not like you're gonna see her every day. And I'm like, I know. And then literally, I would have to lie to her and say that I'm sick or something in order to go to Cassidy's house, because literally she would be so drama and so I just spilled boiling hot tea on myself. Great. She would be so drama and so extra and be like, well, you post with Cassidy every time you see her. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I see her once a month. Literally, I see her once a month. And I'm like, she's no threat to you. We have a completely different relationship. But she would be so jealous. And I'm like, literally, there's nothing to be jealous about, because at that time, half the time, we never would hang out anyway, because either I would have something to do with Nani and my mom, or she wouldn't feel good. And like, that's just something that you have to do when you hang out with Cassidy. Like, you have to know that she's not going to feel good sometimes, and like, you would have to cancel, which is completely fine with me, because I've done it before too. But like, you know, she never understood that, and she just would use it against me all the time. Like, oh, you have Cassidy, you could just go be friends with her. And I'm like, I am friends with her, so your argument is dumb. And she would just be so jealous that I was looking into getting a dog, and I'm like, well, I'm in a bad place. You're not in a bad place. Like, you're not in a place to where you can take care of a dog. I am. I have 3 dogs. You have 1. You know? And I got the dog knowing that I would need help with the dog, obviously. and my family was willing to do that, and I don't think her family was willing to do that, and I think that was another point of jealousy for her. But, like, again, I'm here in the same state as her, and she has no idea, unless somebody told her. I mean, maybe she'll figure it out, but from what I see, she clearly doesn't care about me anymore, because I've blocked her, so I have the control. Like, I can unblock her if I want to, but I'm not going to. But from the 1 or 2 times that I have snuck and I have snooped, my photos are gone. My captions that my name was in there and I bought her things, they're gone, but the thing is still there. Like, I have a friend, JC, who makes music, and also had a grandmother who died of dementia, so we're like soul sisters. We're like this, right? Well, I mean, she probably hates me, but whatever. She talks to me really nicely, and we talk a lot. But I had bought her, me and her, a matching shirt, right? And my name is gone out of the caption, but JC's is still there. And she was having, like, surgery, I think it was last year or the year before, and I had JC send her, I messaged JC's mom, Jill, and I had her, them send her a video. Literally, I have this person's phone number, this Mama Jill, I call her, right? Mama Jill's phone number. Never FaceTimed her, never called her, never did anything annoying, just been texting, right? And I'm like, hey, could you send Logan an Instagram video, like, whatever. I literally went out of my way and almost ruined my relationship with them for you to send you a video, right? But I'm just, like, really struggling. But, like, every time I say I'm struggling, like, I look back at all these stupid things that happened, and I'm just like, it's so annoying, it's so extra, it's so drama, it's so stupid, you know? But at the time, like, obviously it made me smile, so I'm not gonna regret it, but it's just really, it was just, I mean, there's things that she knows that nobody else knows, and there's things that I know that I'm pretty sure that nobody else knows, not even her family, so that's kind of scary, that one day she could probably use it against me, but I don't think she would. But I don't know. You know, I don't know. Maybe one day she'll be mad enough, or so. But I've been posting about it on my close friend's Instagram story. But I've been pretty, surprisingly, because I've been pre-filming videos, so I watched the first video that I put up already, and the first part of this, and I was so nervous that I was shaking, right? I was, like, shaking in my boots. So nervous to come here. Guys, I think I've been doing remarkably well. For being in the exact same area that I met a friend a year ago, and then in 2016, and we're no longer friends because of a tumultuous situation, I think I'm doing pretty damn well. I think I'm doing really, really well. And I've had dreams, like, here, like, you know, like, she would show up here, or she would somehow figure out that I'm here, and she would find a way to, somebody would, I'm private on Instagram now, but, like, somebody who I forgot to block would tell her that I'm here, and she would show up, because, again, it's about 3 hours for her, 3 hours and 59 minutes, but who's asking? Anyway, but she would show up here, and she would, ask me to hang out or whatever. And, like, of course I would say yes, because I'm not going to be rude. Like, you just drove 3 hours to come here. Like, of course. But, like, we would sit here and we would have this exact same conversation and end up at 0 again. Because it just... I think unless that I would be the bigger person and I would say, I forgive you, but I can't forget what you've done. I don't know, because, you know... I mean, I always do think about maybe like a year or two down the road, like if we can rekindle what we had, even if what is that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and my therapist is like, what is that? Like, fighting and being constantly jealous and you know, packages and this for free and that for free and oh my god, I got this promo code, use this code. Like, anytime she got something for free or like a promo code, I would use the promo code, right? Because nobody else would use the promo code. But, like, and then she'd be pissed because, like, all these other, like, influencer type girls, college girls, would be getting more sales. And I'm like, well, are they really real people? Like, are they, you know, authentically themselves? And she was like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, then, well, are you authentically yourself? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, then people are going to gravitate more towards that, you know? But, she, like, I would always support her, right? And now she's got, like, 3 highlights with 3 different promo codes in there. And all she posts is a picture and be like, hey, I'm wearing da-da-da-da-da. Use my promo code for 20% off, you know? And I'm just like, why would anybody do that? Like, that's not even fun. Like, make a separate Instagram for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That would just make me want to unfollow you, because that's what I do with half these people anyway, because it's like promo code, promo code, promo code, promo code. And that's, like, disgusting to me, because, like, I am on a fixed income and I choose to spend my money on quality over quantity, you know? But, I don't know. To each their own, I guess. But I was just struggling with, like, what to say in my mind. Like, how do I deal, you know? But anyway, I'm going to get off here for now and then see what happens later.